नमस्कार प्यारे बच्चों, आई एम मचलेश्वर सांगला, पीजीटी फिजिक्स केवी ब्यावर, एंड टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न अबाउट द रिफ्रैक्शन. Ray means the path of light. This arrow indicates the path of the light, and light travels in a straight path. That's why the path traveled by the light is called a ray, and bundle of rays is called beam. यह एक होमोजीनियस रेयर मीडियम है और इसमें लाइट इंसिडेंट हो रही है. यह लाइट एक स्ट्रेट पाथ में ट्रेवल होती है. जब हम डेंसर मीडियम की बात करते हैं तो इसमें जब लाइट इंसिडेंट होती है तो यह लाइट भी स्ट्रेट पाथ को फॉलो करती है. लेकिन अगर हमारे पास दो मीडियम है, एक रेयर मीडियम है और दूसरा डेंसर मीडियम है, और जब लाइट स्ट्राइक करती है इन दोनों मीडियम के इंटरफेस AB पर, तो इसे हम इंसिडेंट रे कहते हैं. और ये इंसिडेंट रे सीधे पाथ में जानी चाहिए, स्ट्रेट पाथ को फॉलो करना चाहिए. यह डेंसर मीडियम में बेंड हो जाती है. इसका यह मतलब हुआ कि जब कोई लाइट किसी एक मीडियम से दूसरे मीडियम में ट्रैवल करती है तो वो बेंड हो जाती है. इसे ही रिफ्रैक्शन कहते हैं. जो लाइट बेंड हो जाती है उसे रिफ्रैक्टेड रे कहते हैं. जब लाइट रेयर से डेंसर में जाती है तो यह टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्मल बेंड हो जाती है. When light travels from denser to rarer medium, it should propagate in a straight path, but we observe that it bends from normal to away, and this bended light is called refracted ray. The deviation or bending of light rays from their original path while traveling from one medium to another is called refraction. Now the laws of refraction. First law of refraction. According to first law of refraction, incident ray, normal and refracted ray lies in a same plane. First law of refraction. The incident ray, the normal to the refracting surface at the point of incidence, and the refracted ray all lies in the same plane. Second law of refraction. The angle of incidence, it means the angle between normal and the incident ray is called angle of incidence. Angle of refraction is small r. It is the angle between normal and refracted ray. ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. बहुत बच्चे इंसिडेंट रे और सरफेस के साथ में एंगल ड्रॉ कर देते हैं. आप हमेशा ध्यान रखना, एंगल हमेशा नॉर्मल के साथ बनेगा. इंसिडेंट रे और सरफेस के साथ में जो एंगल बनता है उसे कहते हैं एंगल ऑफ ग्लेंसिंग. According to second law of refraction, for a given pair of media and for light of a given wavelength, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant. It is called Snell's law. The constant mu is called refractive index of the medium. I is the angle of incidence and R is the angle of refraction. Important points regarding refraction. Refractive index of rarer medium is less than the refractive index of optically denser medium. It means जो optically denser medium है उसका refractive index है वो rarer medium के refractive index से ज़्यादा होगा. Therefore ratio of refractive index of denser medium to the refractive index of rarer medium is greater than 1. Likewise, ratio of refractive index of rarer medium to the refractive index of denser medium is less than 1. In a refraction, velocity and wavelength of light changes, and the cause of refraction is changing in the speed of light. In a refraction, frequency and phase of light remains unchanged, means there is no change is observed in frequency and phase of light. When light travels from air to medium, then the refractive index of the medium equals to speed of light in air to the speed of light in medium. And we can also say it is the ratio of wavelength of light in air to the wavelength of light in a medium. Frequency nu equals to c by lambda equals to constant. Because frequency in refraction is constant, so we can say speed is directly proportional to the wavelength. Speed of light is directly proportional to the wavelength because in refraction frequency remains constant. Since the wavelength of red light is more than the wavelength of blue color, therefore the speed of red light is greater than speed of blue light in a medium. Now the refractive indexes of different materials. For the air, refractive index is 1. The refractive index of ice is 1.31, which is slightly smaller than the refractive index of water, which is 1.33. Turpentine oil has the refractive index 1.47. Diamond has the maximum refractive index 2.42. Absolute refractive index of a medium. Absolute refractive index of a medium is the ratio of the speed of light in vacuum and in the given medium. That is, refractive index of a medium equals to speed of light in a vacuum upon speed of light in given medium. The absolute refractive index should never be less than 1 because the refractive index of vacuum is 1 and it cannot be less than the refractive index of the vacuum. Let C be the speed of light in vacuum and V in the given medium. Then absolute refractive index is given as mu equals to C by V and it is unitless. Relative refractive index of a medium. When the light goes from one medium other than vacuum or air to another medium, then that refractive index is called relative refractive index. The refractive index of vacuum is 1. Consider a ray of light traveling from medium 1 to medium 2. Let V1 be the speed of light in a medium 1 and V2 be the speed of light in medium 2. Then the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1 is given by the ratio of speed of light in medium 1 and the speed of light in medium 2. That is mu 2 1 equals to speed of light in medium 1 divided by speed of light in medium 2, that is V1 upon V2. The refractive index of medium 1 with respect to medium 2 is given by the ratio of speed of light in medium 2 and the speed of light in medium 1. This is represented by mu 1 2 equals to speed of light in medium 2 divided by speed of light in medium 1, that is V2 by V1. The refractive index of water is 1.33 and the speed of light in air is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Calculate the speed of light in water. तो गिवन है हमें refractive index of water mu w equals to 1.33 and it is dimensionless and unitless physical quantity, and speed of light is given c equals to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So we have to calculate speed of light in water Vw. Since we know that mu water equals to c upon Vw, means speed of light in vacuum divided by speed in water, which implies Vw equals to c upon mu w. So c is 3 into 10 raised to 8 and mu w is 1.33. We can also write 1.33 as 4 by 3, so we get 9 by 4 into 10 raised to 8, that is 2.25 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So the speed of light in water is 2.25 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. The next question is the refractive indexes of glass and water with respect to vacuum are 3 by 2 and 4 by 3 respectively. If the speed of light in glass is 2 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, find the speed of light in vacuum and speed of light in water. So we have given mu of glass as 3 by 2 and mu of water, means refractive index of water, is 4 by 3. Speed of light Vg is 2 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. It is also given. Now we have to calculate speed of light in vacuum, that is c. Now we have to calculate speed of light in vacuum, that is c, and speed of light in water, which is Vw. Since mu g equals to speed of light in vacuum divided by speed of light in glass, mu g is 3 by 2 and speed of light in vacuum is small c, Vg is speed of light in glass. So Vg equals to 2 by 3 into c. Now c equals to 3 by 2 into Vg. C equals to 3 by 2 and Vg is 2 into 10 raised to 8. So cancelling 2, we will get c equals to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, which is our first solution, that is speed of light in vacuum. Now refractive index of water equals to speed of light in vacuum divided by speed of light in water. Therefore mu w equals to c upon Vw, which implies c upon mu w. So Vw equals to c is 3 into 10 raised to 8 and mu w is 4 by 3. So we will write 9 by 4 into 10 raised to 8 and Vw equals to 2.25 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, which is speed of light in water. Thank you for watching this video.